disturb mode. Do not disturb. Okay. So, hopefully I made this public. I'm pretty sure I did. I know. I'm waiting. So I'm charging my car right now. But tomorrow, I'm gonna be going to a hockey game. So I'm not gonna be live streaming. So let's see. Who do we have? Who was number one? Who? Oh man, look at that light there. That's a fantastic light. We got all the light. Quinn! Is that how you're gonna cold open every time? He said, Chachi is still trash. That's what's up though. Oh yeah, we need that light. No, I need that one too. So I'm sitting in the car charging. Who else is number one in your heart? I'm gonna say my wife is up there, but Quentin, you might be top three. You might be top three. He said every single time. David, hey man, what warmers do you use? The Cambros, the boxes, the transport warmers. Is that what you're saying? Let me see those charging numbers. All right. So because I have something to do tomorrow, I'm at 72%. We're charging at 53 kilowatts right now. And you're probably going to be one of the only people to understand what that means. So, that's funny. Let's get the comments back up. Live chat. Okay. Yeah, Cambro. If you look in the description of the videos, you'll see a list, Amazon link to, it says like the Cambros I use or updated Cambros I use or something along those lines. And you can just click the link. There is another brand out there. So if you go out to, like, if you click the link, go out to Amazon, and then like see the ones you see, you can look for other ones that are similar. There's another brand that's, I won't say a knockoff, but it's not as expensive. Carlisle, I think is what they are. Carlisle. Not awful about, but obviously not ideal. Yeah. Well, I'm at 73%. So charging at 53 kilowatts is 70% is really good actually, because usually at about probably about 60 to 70%, it definitely slows down to about 40 kilowatts. But I'm actually at the Harris Teeter, near the harbor, not too far from the harbor, right off 95, and this one has all 350 kilowatt chargers. So when I get here with a much lower state of charge, it definitely does work out really well, and I'm good. I was gonna try to get as close to 100% as possible. So tomorrow I am going into work, and my wife is going into work. So I'm driving her to work, then I'm going to work myself. By the time I get to work, it might not be chargers for me. Oh no, actually it'll be early in the morning because we're going in early. I was gonna say it might not be chargers, so I was trying to make sure I had enough to get to DC and then all the way back home, because I'm going to DC to see the cap. Well, I'm going to see the Flyers at the Capitals tomorrow. So, yeah. If you haven't already, if you're here watching on a Tuesday, I appreciate you first and foremost. But please hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. I say all the time, it really helps my channel. It helps me to want to do more live streams. And gosh, today has been a day. The video that I uploaded today has been uploaded twice. It has been re-rendered now. It is re-rendering for the third time. Or no, it re-rendered the third time, and it's being re-uploaded for the third time. I don't know what exactly is going on with the video editing software I'm using, but it seems to not like 4K video, and I'm pushing it, I guess. So Mike said, "What's up, Dash, man? I was hoping you could make it to the ATL this past weekend. The barbecue fest was outstanding." No, so this past weekend I would have loved to, Mike. It's I had a lot going on. So I actually had oh here I still have the thing on. It was a whiskey, wine, and fire. I'll say event, a whiskey, wine, and fire. And it was a like a whiskey tasting, and there was wine tasting and there was champagne. So one, excuse me, I bought these tickets a couple months ago, and I didn't cross-reference the date, but when it popped up on my calendar, I'm like, "Ooh, I got something to do." Quentin said he'll be right next to me at work. I was going to walk over to see the Celtics play Thursday, but the girlfriend has to work late and couldn't come with me. You know, you could go by yourself or take somebody else. Don't you? Isn't your brother-in-law? He could go with you. Take your sister. Or did they move? Maybe they moved. Jimmy, what up? What up? What up? I'm drinking. This is Royal Farms. So Rofo is a gas station around here, and they have this sparkling water for whatever reason. I actually like it, and it's sugar-free. So I got one of these. Actually, I know Marlon. I know. I'm not going to be available tomorrow night. Germany. That's right. Susie's here. Yeah, this works for me for some reason. I always think Tuesdays you're coming on. Anyway, for once, I got it right. Yeah, so a friend of mine gifted me tickets to go see the Flyers play the Capitals tomorrow. So I'm like, with all the issues, all the problems I had. So how many of you guys started to watch that video today? And I know Jimmy did, because he sent me a text message like, "Hey man, 5 minutes and 9 seconds into the video, it died." I'm like, oh, I re-uploaded it. Did the re-upload have the same problem? Yes, it did. So I went into the video, and there was a transition at that time. I changed the transition. Quentin said, he raised his hand. Quentin, you ain't let me know. You could have sent me a text message. You could have commented like, "Hey, something's wrong with the video," or you just wanted to listen to my voice the rest of the 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so that the video played with a stuck image. The chicken wing, yes, I uploaded it twice already, and both times there was an issue with the video file. The next thing I could try to do is to dumb down the video as far as the video quality. But here's the kicker. Excuse me. That video was 20 minutes long. The video I filmed yesterday and edited today that I plan to put out, well, let's say tomorrow, on Thursday, is almost 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Me trying to ramp up is killing me slowly at an accelerated rate. Did you know where I work? I have zero service in that building. La, we yawning at the charger. Yes, I'm tired. I was up early this morning. I woke up this morning. I don't know why. I've been waking up lately at 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't even have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I was like, all right, well, am I going to start my day now or no? I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to go pee, get back in the bed. And then next thing I knew, my alarm went off at 5:30, which is when I need to get up. So I was like, all right, yeah. Hey, look, don't jinx me. Oh, man, we're at 81%. I'm 10 minutes in. So how's everybody doing? I've been, you know, I'm gonna say it's kind of crazy. I've had a few different events to do this week. So I had a past coworker, ex-coworker, former coworker, hit me up and he's like, hey man, any way you can do some brisket for me on Monday? I'm like, sure. So I did a brisket for him on Monday, and he wanted 5 pounds of brisket, which is what the video for Thursday is, me cooking the brisket that I did on Monday. But the whole thing was, I actually measured everything out. So if I have a 10-pound brisket, how much brisket is that going to yield? Just you guys tell me, how much brisket is that going to yield? I know, Quentin, you don't know because you don't have brisket cooking experience. But Jimmy, how much brisket is a 10-pound brisket going to yield? Do you find that 20 minutes long videos is a sweet spot for videos? Marlon, I'm not sure. My videos, why have I seen that car a couple times before? And I guess it's here. So I'm looking at it's a A4, I guess. I can't tell if it's A4 or A6. But his license plate says heck. He seems like he would be a friend of mine, and especially a car friend. Marlon, so I'm not sure about the videos because the past few months, the videos of mine that have been doing really well. Let me see if I know this person. So younger guy, a little younger than me, but guy and a girl. Anyway, I don't think I know them off the top of my head. So the videos have been mixed. I've been doing some cooking videos, and the cooking videos have been me doing things for my dinner or me making the reels, Instagram reels in real life. I did a video about my beard, right? And then the Lone Star Grills videos. Honestly enough, the Lone Star Grills videos have been doing better than anything else, of course. That's what people were looking for, searching for, and it's a keyword that people were really interested in, and YouTube knows the algorithm, and they're serving up those videos to other people. The watch percentage on those videos might be closer to 60 to 70%, but even still, those videos, some of them are longer and others are not. And I don't have an average time duration video in mind yet. I think if anything, if I shoot for, excuse me, I just drank a carbonated beverage and now I'm burping. Who'd have thunk it? I think if you shoot for 22 minutes, Marlon, that's when you can put 3 ad breaks into the video. I think it's 8 minutes, 11 minutes, and then I think it jumps to 22 minutes, or 8 minutes, 8, 13, and then 22, or something like that. Or maybe I'm remembering that from when it was 11 minutes. The video had to be 11 minutes longer than 22. So I don't really have, all right. Jimmy says 5. Quentin says 8.2. Marlon says 5. Susie says, she redacted. So Susie says 5. Quentin says it's half. WTF, yeah. Put your pew-pew under your leg. Well, never mind. I guess it's just a guy and a girl. You never know. Susie, you know me. Stay strapped. Hey now, what's going on? Terry, what up? Yo, I just want to thank you guys. I see 14 folks on the live stream right now. But there's like, okay, so there's Terry, Susie, Quentin, Marlon, Jimmy. Who else was here? That was there's somebody else. Oh, Mike. All right. David. So we got like a little more, almost a dozen folks here. You guys, like, seriously, y'all my people, like, for real. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm doing this live stream today, and in case you missed it or didn't hear, I'm not going to be able to be home tomorrow to do the live stream. And because of the fact that I've been having issues with the video that I uploaded multiple times today, I said, you know what, I'm just going to do a live stream while I'm sitting here charging. I'm sitting here charging for, well, it probably won't take a half an hour, almost a half an hour. And I'm like, I won't say I don't have anything else better to do, but I can talk to you guys for a few minutes while I'm charging the car. Hey, if you have not already hit that thumbs up, please take a moment and hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. But I'm going to a hockey game tomorrow night, and I knew that I wasn't going to be. I'm at 87%, and we're now currently at 38 kilowatts. Charging at 38 kilowatts. When it gets over 90%, it'll probably drop down to like 30 to 25 kilowatts. It definitely does slow down. Like I said, I closer to 70%. I've seen it in the 30s before. So at 88%, being at 38 kilowatts is actually pretty darn good. If I were on a lower powered charger, it would be charging that much slower. It actually does charge a little faster here at this charger, which is a 350 kilowatt charger. This is a supercharger. Oh, hyper fast. Sorry. That's the terminology that Electrify America uses. Hyper fast. Yep. So 88%, we're at 37 kilowatts. It's starting to ramp, slow down a little. Had my surgery Thursday, going back on the 31st. Hopefully get off these crutches. Nice. Terry, hopefully everything worked out. You're able to type and respond and be on the live stream and join us. So it couldn't have been, I won't say it couldn't have been that bad. Why, dude, you're in a parking garage going nowhere fast. Jamie, she says, hey, yo, checking in with T-Bone from my spot. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? I'm pointing at Jamie. I'm giving her a high five. T-Bone, what up, dog? You're probably looking up like, hey, who's calling me? Quentin said back to the brisket though. So if someone wants a 20-pound brisket, I need to buy a 40-pound. But no, so you would need to buy. I won't say at least, but all right. Now y'all know we cool, right? You want me to let you in on the secret? Now y'all can't be telling everybody this, but I used to say my rule of thumb was a brisket, you get a 50% yield. 50% yield. What I've been finding, and I don't know if it's the way that I've been cooking them lately or what, I've been getting 60%. Yo. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. At the rate in which I'm charging for brisket, that's an extra couple dollars. So 60% versus 50% can in fact be I won't say game changer, but it's something, and it adds up. So if you need 20 pounds of brisket, if you sold 20 pounds of brisket, you need to purchase 40 pounds raw weight, at least. Yeah, Marcus said the same thing. He said maybe 4 10-pounders. So, and I despise cooking briskets that are over like 15 pounds. I find that there is a point of diminishing return. Over 15 pounds, like the biggest brisket I would say absolutely cook if I had to is like a 16 or a 17-pound brisket. You get those 20-pound briskets, they just take forever to cook. And there's a bunch of fat on them, and they're wonkily shaped sometimes, and I'm just like, yo, if I absolutely have to buy a 20-pound brisket because there's nothing else left and there's no other option or something like that. Actually, I was kind of in that position today. I purchased a brisket. I had someone reach out to me on Monday, and she said, hey, is there any way I can get a brisket for Wednesday? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, it's not a problem. My dumb butt forgot that I had this hockey game to go to and that I was going to be going into work. So I'm like, crap. I can't take care of that brisket on Wednesday, so I let her know. I said, hey, I'm so sorry, totally forgot. I have to go into work. Not gonna be able to do this brisket for you. Can I do it either, you know, today? Like I can have it to you today. And I sent her a message early this morning. She didn't get back to me until afternoon. I'm like, it's too late at this point. So I said, well, you know, Thursday, I could do it for you on Thursday. She's like, okay, whatever's more convenient for you. And I'm like, well, Thursday. She's like, Thursday works. Trust me, don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. So I picked up the brisket this morning and was like, all right, it was like a go, no go situation. I'm like, hey, if you need me to cook this brisket, just let me know. Quentin, this is for you, 91%, 33 kilowatts. So I'm like, just let me know and I'll get it started. So she didn't get back to me in enough time. So I'm like, hey, by the time she did get back to me, like I said, it was noon. And I'm like, all right, listen, if I start this brisket right now, it won't be, I said, I won't be able to deliver it until probably 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. That won't take me that long to cook, but of course, cook time, rest time, slice time, delivery time. So that was all included. Marcus says, slice the chop. It'll be sliced probably. What kind of shape? Wonkily, like they're wonkily shaped when they're miscut. I don't know. That's what I call them. They're wonkily shaped. Buzz, the 17-pound briskets. 17-pound briskets ain't too big for catering. See, so Buzz, yes and no, they are and aren't. It depends on how I'm selling the brisket. If I'm selling the brisket as a whole brisket, I usually sell a whole brisket and I say, hey, a whole brisket is going to be about 8 pounds of brisket, right? And I have a flat fee for that 8 pounds of brisket. Now, if someone is going to get, let's say, 15 pounds of brisket, right? I'm like, okay, you want 15 pounds of brisket, I'm charging you per pound for brisket. So I make sure that I purchase enough brisket raw to cover the yield that I need. So, but if like the brisket that I'm doing on Thursday, I sold it as a whole brisket and it is a 17-pound brisket that I purchased, I'm going to have some brisket left over because I really want to only give them about 8 pounds of brisket, because that's what they're paying for. Actually, if you can charge 200 and tell me your estimated range, I'd love to know. Interested in that number now compared to a new battery. All right, well, at 93% is showing I have 214 miles. So the difference in 93% up to 100% is 7%, which is going to be probably about 7 kilowatts. If I had to guess, getting, oh, my 30 minutes is up. All right, I'll sit here and charge up to 100%. So give me a second. I'll be back. Actually, shoot, I might have to stop my, I might have to stop the live stream because I have to use my phone to stop and start the charging session. Hold on one second, guys. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Woo. Let's see if that worked. All right. Woo. Let's see if that worked. Quentin said it's not his fault if the charger stops. I mean, if the live stream stops. I think it is, Quentin. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I got to try again. It didn't connect. All right, Quentin. It's not going. All right, Quentin. It's not going to let me reconnect for whatever reason. It's stuck, and probably because I'm using the data connection. But this is, so Matt, the Harris Teeter. Maybe I'll stay here for a minute or so, and I'll see if I can get it to reconnect in a minute. But I think it might be because of the fact that I'm using the data connection on my phone and it doesn't like it. All right, so let's see. 17 pounds, actually, depends on the head count.
counts, we use 12 to 14 before trimming, and we do an aggressive trim, losing 3 or 4 pounds. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not doing competition barbecue, not especially not briskets for competition barbecue. I know better. Dave said, what's up, Dash? I'm officially less than 100 from 10,000 subs. Getting there, yeah. Dude, that's awesome. But I said I'm at 2 pounds. So, you know what's crazy? So, I won't say yesterday, but so yesterday, I purchased, it was 9.99 pounds. Okay, so as close to a 10-pound brisket as I could get. And I trimmed it and weighed the trimmings. I cooked it and weighed the cooked brisket before I sliced it up for service. And then I sliced it up, and there was some extra loss after I sliced everything up. And I weighed that and said what that weight was too. So that video, like I said, will be out Thursday. When I left the house to come here, it was still uploading. So actually it was processing. Dude, YouTube has been getting on my nerves lately, kinda. And I don't know 100% if it's YouTube or if it's the software I'm using. Let me try and plug this in again to see what I get. But if I had to guess, Quentin, charging to 100%, it might be 225, maybe 230 miles. All right, Quentin, I tried again. It's still showing that I'm charging, even though I'm not. And with that being said, it's not going to allow me to restart the charger. All right, so I am going to let's say go home. But I'm at 93%, and the range is currently 214 miles. Chachi says, "Hey, yo." I hope if I put my glasses back on. You should go back in the car. Your service is terrible. Oh, was that 100%? No. Charging to 100% at new, it was probably closer to 240. Yeah, probably like 240 miles. All right, so I'm going to say quickly drive home, but drive home pretty quickly. I'm going to turn the camera around if I can find the button. There it is. Come on. Shut up. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna drive. You know what it is, Quentin, is I've been doing a lot of city driving this afternoon. So my miles per kilowatt hour were at 3.7, where normally the miles per kilowatt hour is probably closer to like let's say between 2.7 and like 3, maybe actually 2.5 and 3 will be a better representation. So this 212 is I'm gonna say a deflated number, because as soon as I get on it to go to work, like I'm actually going home, I'll tell you what the miles per kilowatt hour is, because I'm gonna take the highway home, and that'll be I'm gonna say a representation, but that will be indicative of what's normal. Queen Franklin, I'm good. How are you doing? Yeah, it was. No, I'm not at Owings Mills. I'm by the harbor. I'm on Key Highway. All right, so as soon as the light changes and I'm up, here's the light change. I can't read the comments anymore.
95 South. And so you guys will get to see the Baltimore skyline in a second. There is the inner harbor, is that way. All those trucks and stuff. What you see, that's M&T Bank Stadium. And then Camden Yards is just behind M&T Bank Stadium. You can't really see it from here. This is the trash plant. Like the generator, like electricity. They burn the trash there. And you can kind of see Camden Yards back there. But that's the inner harbor and the skyline, which isn't really lit up right now. All right. Down the highway. All right, so right now Quentin is showing my miles per kilowatt hour since charge. It's going back up, but it is at 1.9 currently. So by the time I get home, it might be at 2.5. We'll see. And I'm cruising right now at 75. Typical Tesla driver, driving slow. All right, so Quentin, I won't say the numbers are, you know, they're changing, say drastically, but in real time. So my 91% now has me with a range of 202 miles. So at 93%, it was at 213 or 214. But as the miles per kilowatt hour are going down, because I won't say artificially inflated, but it was higher because the last thing I did in the car today was pick up taste tester number 3 from school, and we drove back through the city. Meaning, all right, holy hell, that wasn't supposed to be. Whoever blew through that. This isn't. Guy, hopefully it wasn't you that blew through that thing, but that wasn't right. Anyway, so now I'm on the Baltimore Beltway. So 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour. Alright, so I'm turning the camera back on me, obviously, because I'm not trying to show everybody where I live. So you're going to have to wait a few minutes while I get to my exit and then get home. Alright, 90%, 197 miles, 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour. So, Quentin, I guess do the math. 2.1 times 77. I feel like, it can't be right. I feel like it's higher than that. But, it might not actually, because when I was driving, I won't say exclusively on the highway, but when I was taking the road trips, like I went to Austin and I went to, where did I go last? Oh, I went out to Ohio. I picked up a motorcycle for a friend of mine. I was getting closer to 2, and I mean, at 100%, I was getting 150-ish miles, maybe. But I was also towing something, so the miles per kilowatt hour were lower. But like when I've taken trips to Florida, it'll be around 2.5. So right now I'm at 2.2. And going down the surface road to home, it'll pick up a little bit, I'm sure. George, what's up? 2.7 isn't bad. I think most people drove EVs. The range will be probably around 2.7. I'm actually lower than that, I'm pretty sure. So it's, I feel like. So my long term has got like 14,000, it's almost 15,000 miles on this long term. It's showing my average at 3.0. And so yeah, 3.0 miles per kilowatt hour. Which isn't bad as an average, but that number has actually gotten better because my wife has been driving the ID4 to work more often. And because she drives it more often, especially coming home, her commute is like maybe about 40% is surface roads. And because of that, it brings up the mile per kilowatt hour average. Also, when she comes home in the afternoon, excuse me, she sits in traffic, which also helps with the efficiency. Somebody's stinky car. But I'm almost home. I'm like, do I drive up and down a street useless street to throw off anyone who's driving up the track where I live? Excuse me. So Calix, I see your comment. Yeah, we're moving. So I had to charge my car I went and charged my car because I'm going to be going out tomorrow night and not going to be able to do the live stream. And because of that, I said, oh, you know what? I'll do the live stream today, just kind of randomly, when I went to charge the car. Usually I'm sitting in the car for half an hour or so. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start the live stream and see if there's anybody that can join me for a few minutes and kind of tell you guys that I will not be able to be on the live stream tomorrow because I'm going to be at the hockey game. So watch out for me at the hockey game. The Flyers at the Capitals. I'm going to see the Flyers at the Capitals. Oh, excuse me. Come on. All right. All ashore that are going ashore. Let's see here. Ooh, goodness. That light's much better. Let's catch up on the comments real quick. Heavy foot to feel that torque will drop the key. Yep. Love the night skyline. It's nice. You can stop and restart the stream. You're cutting. Oh, can you stop and start? 1.9. Slow that thing down. Yeah, it restarted. Yeah. Orale! I was going home. A mi casa. I was charging the car. Yeah. We're definitely regen around 232 on full charge, which is good. Chachi. Hey, Uncle Steve. What up? What up, Uncle Steve? I've been using the crap out of the shakes lately. I also haven't been to the P.O. Box, so if you sent me something, I haven't been to the P.O. Box yet. It's out of the way now for me to go to the P.O. Box. But the video that I posted today, or tried to post today, I used some gator shake and some thick meat on some chicken wings. Man, they turned out fantastic. And then the brisket video, I used different seasoning. Oh, it was a pork. It was a pineapple wrapped in pork, and this is something that I did just for my wife to try. It was another one of those things she showed me on Instagram. She just said, "Can you try this?" All right. I did not film that one, but it turned out fantastic. But I used the West Coast shake on the pork belly that I wrapped around a pineapple, and she said it was fantastic. Yeah, you close as hell to the harbor. Oh yeah, Quentin, you know where I live. It's not far from. I'm literally. I mean, if I had to get to the harbor in a hurry, I could be there in 10 minutes. But it's 15 minutes from my house to the harbor, and that's driving around the highway. If I were to drive through the city, it probably would take around the same amount of time, but just be a little bit more frustrating. So, but anyway, I wanted to thank you guys who joined me on the live stream tonight. I'm not going to hold you guys. I'm getting ready to go in to get to bed. I have to get up early in the morning. I'm going to check on the videos to see if the video's uploaded. I'm going to try and put them live. Oh yeah, true. The worst thing it take me to get to the harbor would be half an hour. Like if I was going to Fogo from my house, which is on Pratt Street, in traffic, it might be 25 minutes. We've had reservations for like let's say 5:30, and I left my house at 5:15 or whatever, and it took me half an hour to get over there. So it happens. But he said everything seems further because it's always traffic, which that makes a lot of sense. So, all right. Well, look, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Like I said, this was just an impromptu stream, just to kind of apologize for the issues with the videos I tried to upload today, and apologize for the fact that I won't be live tomorrow at 9. So maybe I'll put a post or just post another video, like a short video, to say, hey, reminder, if you missed the live stream from last night, it was just basically saying that I will not be live tonight because I'm sitting at a hockey game. So if you want to watch the Flyers at the Capitals and look for me on TV, please and thank you. Go ahead and do that. Quentin said, all right, good night, everyone. Have a good rest of the week. And Chachi is trash. Susan said, thanks for the live dash. Enjoy the hockey game. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to see. Hopefully the Eagles. Hopefully the Flyers do well. I don't know. I have not been keeping up with the Flyers this year. Not yet. Anyway, thanks again, as always, guys, for watching. Please hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you. I'm gone.